Hi, welcome to the flu vaccine presentation, what it is and why it is so important. My name is Michael and I am a University of Portland third year nursing student. You may have seen our videos about COVID from my partner Bao. This semester we have the honor to work with your community and we are so very excited. Unfortunately, our time together must be done virtually, but that does not change our motivation and dedication to offer our help to your community in any way that we can. Please feel free to contact us at any time if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Our email is hfnc.upson@gmail.com, or please feel free to drop a comment below this video. All right, so let's get into talk about the flu vaccine. First off, what is the flu? The flu is a viral infection that mainly passes via droplets. Think sneezing, um, like coughing particles that come out that travel. And similar to COVID, we think within 6 feet, those droplets can pass from person to person. While the flu is not as contagious as COVID, it is still very contagious. You can get the symptoms of the flu 1, 2, 3, 4 days after contracting it, which means you're still contagious and can pass that to someone without even knowing it, which is one reason why the flu vaccine is so important. We will also get into that on another slide. It is not the same as the stomach flu. So the stomach flu is usually a different kind of virus, whether it's norovirus, you may have heard of that, or something that causes you to have diarrhea or vomiting. While you could have some of those symptoms with the flu, you really want to think more about fever, although not everyone gets a fever, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose. A big one would be muscle or body aches. A lot of people complaining about fatigue and like I can't move. Those are some common signs of the flu. Why should I get a vaccine for the flu? Well, first off, it prevents deaths. 36,000 people die every year from the flu. Many of these deaths can be prevented from getting a vaccine. While you may be very healthy and think that you do not need to get the vaccine, by getting the vaccine, you prevent it from traveling to other people who are not as healthy, specifically the elderly, 65 and up, and for young children. It prevents illness as well. You can still get the flu even if you get the vaccine, if the strain of the flu that you get is different from the vaccine. However, if you do get the flu, your symptoms will be much less than they would be. If you had to be hospitalized, your stay would be much less. Recovery time is much quicker if you get the vaccine. And in general, you're thinking about not just yourself, but others as well when you protect everyone, not just yourself. How does the vaccine work? Well, vaccines work in many different ways. They can be a weakened form of a virus that's still a live version of it, but it's very weak. The part that causes harm is removed. There are dead viruses. There are dead vaccines. There are vaccines that take different parts and put them together. And there's all these different ways. The flu vaccine comes in many different forms. They will give you the one that makes the most sense based on who you are as a person and the special considerations that you have. It takes about 2 weeks for the flu vaccine to really take full effect. So it's important that you get the vaccine early and often, but I will talk about that on a later slide. Like I mentioned before, it is still possible to get the flu if you do get the vaccine, just because there's so many different strains of it, and we try our best to make a vaccine that has the strains that we think will most likely affect you as a person in this region of the world. However, if you do contract the flu, like I said before, symptoms will be a lot less. Who should get the flu vaccine? Everyone should get the flu vaccine. Anyone 6 months of age or younger is not eligible to receive it. Also, you may be immunocompromised, and if you know what that means, you probably are immunocompromised. You probably will not be getting the vaccine. That's another reason why it's important for all of us to get it so we can protect you. Also, a lot of the vaccines are made with eggs. They do make some that are not made with eggs. So if you're allergic with eggs, make sure you mention that to your provider. Again, you're going to want to talk to your provider about whether the flu vaccine is right for you. although most people would recommend it is for everybody. When should I get the flu vaccine? You should get the vaccine every single year. If you can get it in July or August, that's best. Really try to get it before the end of October when we really get into the real thick of flu season. It's never too late to get the vaccine. If you realize you forgot to get it and it's January, you should still go in and get the vaccine. Where can I get the vaccine? The flu vaccine is provided almost anywhere you could think of where you could get medical care. In Oregon, if you're on Medicare or Medicaid or under the Care Oregon, if you're 18 or younger, you can get it only from your primary care provider. If you're 19 or older, you can get it from any care provider. Urgent cares like Zoom Care, that's where I got mine this year. Pharmacies, flu clinics, and check with your insurance provider for specifics if you have further questions. The CDC also offers the Vaccine Finder. Go to vaccinefinder.org/findvaccine, and you can find out where to get any of the vaccines that we recommend, including the flu vaccine. How do I pay for the vaccine? The flu vaccine is so important that the federal government and the government helps subsidize these. If you have Medicare or Medicaid, they will be free for you. If you have an insurance provider through private insurance, they most likely will cover that because they consider that preventative care. Again, you're going to want to check with your insurance company specifically, but I was able to get mine free of cost this year, no problems at all. As always, please make sure you check with your provider about any concerns you have regarding the vaccine. While it is recommended that everyone get it, there may be special considerations for you specifically. So again, make sure you check with your doctor or your nurse practitioner, whoever gives you that primary care. You can always use the CDC website where I was able to gather a lot of this information, or you can go to the Oregon Health Authority. Thank you so much. If you are a new Columbia resident, please email Christopher to let him know that you watched this video so that you may enter to win a prize. If you have any other further questions, please email Michael, myself, or Pal at hfnc.upson@gmail.com. Here's the references I used. All pictures were courtesy of pixie.org. Thank you.